Hello students. In the last lecture, we studied about the division of animal kingdom into Parazoa, Mesozoa and Eumetazoa. And we also studied that Protozoa is not included in animal kingdom now, and it is included in the kingdom Protista. So the first phylum of animal kingdom is phylum Porifera, and it is not phylum Protozoa. So in this lecture, we will study about Parazoa and the phylum included in Parazoa. So what are Parazoans? See, protozoans we studied are eukaryotic unicellular cells. So parazoans are eukaryotic multicellular organisms. So these are multicellular. So this is the first difference between protozoa and parazoa. Now, Parazoa includes phylum Porifera and phylum Placozoa. Phylum Porifera includes sponges. They are separated from other multicellular organisms which have tissue grade of body organization. So what type of body organization is present in phylum Porifera? They have cellular grade of body organization. And which body organization is present in phylum Protozoa of kingdom Protista? They have protoplasmic grade of organization. So Protozoa has protoplasmic grade. Porifera has cellular grade of body organization. Next, the phylum Porifera has no tissue, so that it does not have any body organ. It does not have any nervous tissue. The cellular differentiation is not clearly marked. Cell specialization with cellular independence is lacking, is present. Cell specialization with cellular independence is present, and that's what makes them distinct from other metazoans. See, in other metazoans, the cells are interconnected by the nervous tissue. In phylum Porifera, the cells they act as independently because the nervous connections are absent. So unlike most metazoans, they lack a true mouth and possess peculiar collar cells, which are also called as choanocytes, and their digestion is intracellular. They do not secrete any exoenzyme for extracellular digestion. So they engulf the food through phagocytosis inside the cell, and then they digest the food. Now phylum Placozoa. This phylum Placozoa, it has a single species. It has a single species, marine species called as Trichopelex adherens. Now see, phylum origin of Parazoa, there are different theories given. First is the syncytial ciliate hypothesis, and second is the colonial flagellate hypothesis. So they see ciliates, they are protozoans, flagellates, they are protozoans. So both the theory, they show the origin from protozoa. But the first theory, syncytial ciliate hypothesis, says that the poriferans originated from some multinucleated ciliates by the division of cytoplasm into as many parts as the nuclei. This is evidenced by the fact that sponges and their closest relative mesozoans and placozoans have multicellular body containing ciliated cells. Now the colonial flagellate hypothesis, which appears to be more convincing. So this is the more accepted hypothesis. The colonial flagellated hypothesis is accepted. Says that poriferans originated from some colonial choanoflagellate ancestor similar to Proterospongia. So Proterospongia is considered as the connecting link between protozoa and porifera. So Proterospongia, which had choanocytes and amoebocytes embedded in a gelatinous matrix. Later, as the colony become more complex and cell becomes specialized, and as the animals become sessile, probably due to abundance of planktonic food, the external flagellated cell migrated outside the body to line a central cavity. And gradually a complete water canal system developed. Similarities in cellular organization of porifera, mesozoa, and placozoa supports this hypothesis. So the more accepted hypothesis is the colonial flagellate hypothesis. Now, porifera, they are considered as the blind alley of animal kingdom. Blind alley means a road which ends, which is closed. It is not open-ended. Why it is said so? Because mostly all other phylum, they continue into evolution and they give rise to other phylums. But phylum Porifera does not give rise to any other phylum. So sponges seem to have diverged very early in evolution from the main metazoan lineage and have not ever since evolved into any other kind of organism, but maintain their distinctness and remain unchanged since Paleozoic. They still maintain their isolated phylogenetic positions, so called as the blind alley of animal kingdom. We haven't tried to have an overview of the phylum Porifera sponges. It has approx 9,000 living species. This is very important. 9,000 living species, and most of the species are marine species. And it has over 2,200 fossil forms. So they have abundant fossil records. 400 million years ago, sponges dominated the ocean and some fossil sponge reefs are much larger than the Great Barrier Reef. Fossilized into hard rock used to build castles and other building in the Middle Ages. Genetic analysis indicate that sponges are the most primitive animal group alive today. This is very important, that the most primitive animal group alive today are not protozoans, they are poriferans. Ancient sponge-like ancestors were the first animal. We have studied the theory and we said that the Proterospongia is the connecting link between porifera and protozoa. All other animal group descended from this ancestor. The earliest sponges in symbiosis with bacteria may have significantly helped to aerate the ancient oceans, making them more suitable for animal diversification. And sponges are some of the simplest animals. All sponges are sessile. This is very important, that all sponges are sessile. We will study a sponge called a spongilla. It is a green colony and it is found on the surface of fresh waters. Now that spongilla is seen moving, but the colony is not moving. The colony is present on a wooden twig and that twig floats with water. So all the sponges are sessile. Body consists of just some specialized 4 kinds of cell arranged around a system of pores and canals. So canal system is very important, and the classification of sponges is based on the skeleton and the canal system. Though multicellular, no true organs or even tissues are present. Sponges are closely related to a group of protozoa and protists called the choanoflagellates, whose cells very closely resemble the collar cell of sponges. While multicellular, their structure is unlike any other animal group. The cellular grade of organization in the animal kingdom is found only in Parazoa and in the phylum Porifera. So they are, while multicellular, their structure is not resembling to any other body organization found in the animal kingdom. And since they are sessile, most biologists thought that they were some kind of plants. Later, they were classified into kingdom Animalia. All are aquatic and mostly marine, found at the depth from intertidal to the abyssal zone. They are found in every strata of the ocean. A few occur in fresh water. Most range from very small, half-inch, to very large, over 6 feet tall